Yes, we're having a conversation with Tanika. Make sure you like and subscribe to The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. It's not, and that's where we come in, because we want people to experience what we experience. There was a time you didn't experience what we experienced until we finally met.
That's right.
And then you're like,
especially out here.
Yeah, and now you're like,
nobody takes you out here.
No, now you're talking Four Seasons. Now you're talking
100%.
Saxon. Now you're talking, yeah. And this is what we experience. So that's why a lot of our guests, when they come, they still, even though we send them all the electronic brochures, we send them everything they need to know, they still get here and are like floored. They're like, this doesn't make any sense. This is in Africa. And and then they get to access it. They're like, I'm just an IT guy in wherever I do. But now and I couldn't access those levels in America. Like I couldn't go to Vegas and go to the top tier.
Yeah.
And then they come here and they're like, but I'm at the top tier.
We're close to it at least.
Yeah, and I'm in Africa. And none of this makes any sense because my friends are telling me to be safe.
Yeah.
You know, are you okay? I haven't.
I'm just like, you need to take some extra nail.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Are you safe?
What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm concerned about your safety.
All day long.
And in your pocketbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tanika, we had a young lady who came here, and I just happened to know her. I knew this one lady. She used to work with us when we had our physical therapy clinics, and she was one of our recruiters. And her sister came here. I didn't know her sister came here. Had nothing to do with us. And her sister, I guess, you know, a grown woman, obviously, was what was she doing? She was just doing her thing, I assume.
It was during COVID, though.
Yeah, during COVID. So then I get this call from this woman that I used to work with her in a panic. Mark, I know you in South Africa. My sister's there. We haven't heard from her. Nobody knew she was there.
She living a dream.
Yeah, and the whole time we're talking.
I on do not disturb.
Yes, and so she was upset. She was like, "Mark, you need to find her. You need because we don't know where she is." And I kept saying, "She's fine. She's probably doing exactly what you just said."
Yep.
She came here and was like, "I ain't got time for that America. Y'all should have came." So.
Listen. I know people who come here and get married.
I know people that come
I know
here.
people
Yeah, we know people.
Listen, I know people that come here and when it's time for them to leave, they don't get in their car.
Yeah, you know what it is too? I know people come here and people, in the States, because we're taught, people are after your passport or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like, no, they moved in with the boot.
Yeah.
Yes,
They want the South African citizenship.
I had a family member that did that.
Really?
Yes.
100%.
He lives in KZN.
He lives in KZN right now. He is married to a South African. He came here 2 times.
And he didn't leave.
No, I mean he's got his paperwork, but
No, I mean,
he came here one time.
He wanted me to do his Lobola
Yeah,
ceremony.
he was there.
I'm like, I'm not South African.
Yeah, so like you can't do that. But he came here. His second time here, he met a girl. Next thing I know, he's like, I'm on my way back. He came back. Next time I know, he's like, I'm moving, and we got married. I didn't even go to the wedding because
that's how fast it was going.
Yeah.
But it took 18 months. He was here and married, and
He's from New York, by the way.
yeah,
I need to bring my sister, She's on the market.
Don't be putting this out there like that.
Listen, hey, it might work out.
But it's happening. I don't want to get too deep into it.
And he's not a passport, bro. I'm just saying.
He had to say
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He just came here.
He literally came. He came with, actually, we didn't even know he was here. He came with another tour group, unfortunately. He had more fun with us just for those couple of days that we talked to him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm coming back. And then next thing you know, but a lot of our people, I think there's one other brother who, I can't remember, he's been here recently and he's coming back because he met someone.
Yeah.
And so these things do happen because South Africa is home. You feel like you're at home.
You feel it.
You feel like you jumped on a plane, left home to come home.
Yeah.
And then you start meeting people, and people are so open. They're so like you said,
friendly.
Yeah, you said accommodating, but they are really
friendly.
really
And
friendly
social.
people.
They're social.
Yep.
Very social.
They will invite you to
Even
everything.
around here.
Yeah.
No, after a certain hour, you can see the life actually happening. And I always tell people, because they ask us questions like, how come Americans work so many jobs? Like, do you not have time for your family? What about your friends? But here in South Africa, and then people will be like, why do things close early? Because they have families and they have friends. They want to spend time with those people.
Yeah.
So we are the ones that are off because we don't spend time with our family. We work until 7, 8 o'clock at night, and sometimes going to a second job, or we got somebody else raising our kids while we're at work. They actually enjoy their family. Yeah, they may have a helper raising their kids, but they get to enjoy their kids because they're not stressed from work. They spend time with their friends, and on the weekends you can actually see that happening. Our weekends, what do?
Sleep.
We're trying to recover.
Yeah, we're trying to recover. Yeah, it's a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle change. It literally is a lifestyle change. Yeah,
because people sometimes they will because obviously we're here. We got people on the East Coast, West Coast calling us and sending us messages, and then it's the weekend, and they just think they honestly believe that we're supposed to be answering emails on the weekend. Now, if we was in America and we're used to that whole American grind, but we've been here so long now, we have adapted to the South African vibe across the board. Weekends is for you, it's for to do your thing and whatnot. It's not to be, okay, let's catch up on work. No. Let's do this, let's do that. Let's go sit at a nice restaurant. Let's go to a nice venue. Let's go to the bush. Go spend a day somewhere. Just doing stuff, something for yourself, which generally we don't do, but I can say, like you just said, it's a complete lifestyle.
It's a complete lifestyle change.
Yeah, but you have to start. And so I think I'm going to say it again. It's probably for the last time. Until next time, you have to come on a visit, and you have to see it yourself. You cannot experience what we are experiencing. Just stand on the internet and going on YouTube and asking questions, and then getting the news and just only taking all the they got load shedding or they got this, and don't realize that most South Africans aren't concerned with load shedding, but the people that are not here are concerned with load shedding.
When they should really be concerned about what's happening in their own backyard.
Yeah,
because chances are what's happening in your own backyard is a whole lot worse than load shedding. So travel and tourism is what we do. And we do that by having an introduction to South Africa. You cannot experience all the levels of South Africa in 6 days, 10 days, 13 days, 30, 60, 90. But if you build a relationship with South Africa, start coming multiple times like we have, you'll actually see the fruits of your labor. So just understand that that's what we're here for. We're here to introduce you to South Africa, help you come multiple times if you need to, have you have a proper experience, to show you things on your second and third visit that you may not see your first visit, because even though we live here, we still experience new things every day, and those are things that we don't take for granted because we understand that living here is an actual privilege.
I love it.
But you know what's funny? We're so glad that Tanika came, and we're so glad that she trusted us with showing you, hey, this is what we know. and
Life-changing, changed my life. Changed my. I mean that. I mean that in a serious way. I mean that's a serious way. Yeah. We would have forever probably visited the same places. We would have never known this place exists. When you say, oh, what can I describe that feeling of walking out of the airport? That's one feeling, but also walking into this estate, right? It's an entirely different feeling. And it also continues to feel like home. So I know I say it, but I can never say thank you to both of you enough. Because it literally changed my life. It really did. You're welcome.
Well, now we're going to be neighbors, so.
Yay. Y'all are my neighbors. You are my neighbors. Just because I don't have a roof and a structure like fully built doesn't mean
we're not neighbors.
It's coming.
Yes,
we are neighbors.
So is there anything you want to leave the people?
Oh, I mean, I'll just echo what you all said. Come see her for yourself. Come see South Africa for yourself. I guarantee you, even people who don't want to move here, like, you will find something about this country that you absolutely love. You will. It is here.
Excellent.
I will leave it there, people. Good people. So just go to our website. Well, matter of fact, before we leave, tell them exactly who you are, what you do, and how they can find you.
So I create fashion content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can follow me at Tanika B. That's TENICKAB. On all platforms.
Yep, and she's proper. And so you can go ahead and say hello to Whitney right now.
Hi, Whitney.
She's gonna have a fit. Oh my God.
Hi, Whitney.
She's gonna die.
Yeah, that's my niece. She follows her as well.
Listen, she loves you.
Now she does a good proper job and whatnot. That's why I was like, make sure that you mention it. We were sitting here watching some of her content, and Tasha's trying to run into the store to buy this content.
I was like,
buy these outfits.
Well, not 100% true, but I was like, cool.
Well, never 100%.
I asked myself questions like, why don't I have that? Why don't I have that? And I'm like, I need to buy this.
Yeah.
So yes, so thank you for at least keeping me to remember. And I asked myself, like, why don't I have that? I actually totally have that. So thank you for making me think of why I don't have certain things. I appreciate that. Yes, influence.
All right, guys, we hope to see you guys here in sunny South Africa. As you guys see, we have many options to come to South Africa. We have our Joburg packages, which has 6, 10, and 13-day packages. And of course, the same for Cape Town. You can come, we can sort it out for you. All you have to do is get your flight, come here, we take care of everything else, and then you'll have a nice testimony as well. And of course, Durban, one of our best locations because it's tropical. And then of course, we have this thing called our ebook. And it's been assisting a lot of people in the information they need if they're looking at transitioning to South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.